Hello again and welcome back to Storm Talk. Today we're going to go over Kerrigan, the Queen of Blades. One interesting thing about her is she used to be a warrior. She was originally classified as a tank. She's now currently classified as an assassin. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. Anyway, you can take a moment to read her backstory. We'll take a moment to look at her character design. As you can see, her wings are kind of big. You can kind of see the tips of them in the invite bar, but not really. Although, you do have to admit, it's kind of nice that she evolved high heels for no reason. Because you can even see her toes.
Let's go destroy something already.
Shh, I'm talking. Okay, her trait is Assimilation. Gain a temporary shield by attacking enemies. Her basic abilities are Ravage, 75 mana, 8-second cooldown. Leap to an enemy and deal damage. Impaling Blades, stun and damage enemies in a target area. And Primal Grasp, pull and damage enemies in an area. Her heroic abilities are Summon Ultralisk, kind of self-explanatory, and Maelstrom. Her skins, this is her Queen of Blades skin and variations. This is her Master skin and variations. And this is her Succubus skin and variations.
Let's go destroy something already.
My problem is I can't tell which one I like better, the red Succubus or the black Master skin. As I've stated before, I really enjoy the black-red combos, and it's like, oh, this one's a deep red with a lot of black accents, whereas the Master Skin version's a grayish black with a lot of red accents. I think I like this one a little bit better, so we're gonna try this one.
Choose a talent.
I am the swarm.
Okay, to look at her abilities, we're gonna have to summon somebody. So let's toggle minions. Her first ability is Ravage. It's a target-based leap attack. Her next ability, Impale Blades, and Primal Grasp we'll go over after. So, Impaling Blades, you drop in an area of effect, spikes come out. And Primal Grasp is a cone-based pool. So, you can kind of see my shield. I'm not a high enough level to be really pulling it up yet, so do forgive me on that. But
No time like the present.
you gain 10% of the damage dealt as a shield for 6 seconds. The shield amount is doubled when you damage enemy heroes. Now, as you can see, if you kill somebody, Ravage is instantly reset, allowing you to jump. If you can jump, you can basically dunk old-fashioned Darius style. Impaling Blades, it stuns for a second and deals damage, and Primal Grasp pulls enemies in the target area towards you. So, yeah. The target area, it's a little weird the way they do this. I'm not sure why they have a midline, but it does do damage to the entire cone. Anyway, let's take a look at her stats. She starts at 830 HP with a 1.66 regeneration, 500 mana with 3 points of regeneration, a 2 attack range, 40 points of damage, and a 1.25 attack speed. Pretty standard, nothing out there, but
Choose a talent.
let's level her up. They really need to add a level 2, like level up to whatever level button. Just sitting here and pressing this thing 37 times, it's just a little off. Anyway, at level 30 you have 5,180 HP with a 10.73 regeneration rate. 790 mana with a 5.83 regeneration rate. And attack damage is now 359. Rather high. So, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these talents. At level 1, you have Siphoning Impact. Ravage heals you for 5% of your maximum HP. Do remember that you can spam Ravage after you kill enemy heroes. Kills will refresh that. So if you're in a team fight, this is a great talent. Also, Sharpening Blades. Impelling Blades deal 15% more damage, up from 725. Sweeping Grasp increases the range of Primal Grasp by 20%. This is what I see most of the time. However, one thing that I probably will start seeing, we probably will start seeing a little better, is Seasoned Marksman, and we'll get to that in a second. She also has the block talent from, yeah, it's block. Now, Seasoned Marksman used to be a little bit different. It used to be that you had to kill them. Like, you had to hit them and they had to die within 1 second of you hitting them, or you had to last hit them, or, yeah, screw that. For every 6 minions or mercenaries killed near your hero, you gain 1 basic attack damage permanently. That doesn't sound like much. And in this demonstration, that's not going to be much. But imagine a 10, 20-minute game where you're fighting in your lane and there are minions dying. Yeah, that kind of adds up. We're going to go with Siphoning Impact.
Choose a talent.
At level 4, you have Focused Attack, every 10 seconds, basic attack, blah, 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 general talent. Fury of the Swarm, basic attack slash for 50% around you. Clean Kill, if Ravage kills a target, it also restores 100% of its mana cost. It's nice that Ravage can be dunked, but this is kind of putting a little bit of... It's great against minions, but yeah, for a 8-second cooldown, 75 mana, it's a little bit pushing it. It's not bad, but it's close. Psionic Pulse. After casting Primal Gas, deal 225 damage over 5 seconds to nearby enemies. This is what I see a lot of the time. In Venom, general talent, I see a couple of times, but usually it's Psionic Pulse mixed with Sweeping Grasp. We're going to take Fury of the Swarm. This is another thing I see a lot.
Choose a talent.
Okay. Battle Momentum at level 7, general talent. Searing Attacks is also a general talent, so I'm not going to go over that. Impelling Swarm. Impelling Blade spawns 2 Zerglings at the target location. I see this one a lot, and I think I like it personally. And then Adaptation. Ravage can be used to jump to allies. Jumping to allies will have half the cooldown, but does no damage, obviously. And if you took the healing, it does no healing, I think? Wait. I'm going to have to check that in a moment. We're going to go Impelling Blades. Next time around, I'm going to go Adaptation and see if that heals me.
Choose a talent.
Now, we're going to take Maelstrom. Deals 200 damage at level 30 per second over 9 seconds. Not a bad. It's an AoE-based attack. So let's go ahead and demonstrate some of the stuff that we've just picked up.
On my way.
Oh, we didn't increase that. This now spawns Zerglings. They're minions. Yeah, they're basically minions, very similar to Zagaras.
This world is mine.
So, jumping over and activating her ult, you can still use other abilities while in it. So, if you want to see that again. Maelstrom used to be very key to her gameplay back when she was a tank. because it would allow her to assimilate like crazy. Not so much now, but it's still pretty good in team fights. Toggle minions, I'm not sure if I was able to show you my basic attack. Do remember I did increase my basic attack with Fury of the Swarm. So let's get behind, and as you see now, she swipes with her wings, which cause AoE damage. As you can probably tell, Kerrigan's an extremely strong assassin. They reworked her damage and they reworked her health so that to make her more of an assassin. She can wipe through people. It's not a problem. Okay, at level 13, Lingering Essence. The Assimilation Shield duration is increased to 12 seconds from 6. Eviscerate increases the range of Ravage by 25%. If you're going with a lot of Ravage things, not a bad ability. Double Strike. When you this is her variation of the basic or the empowered strike or whatever. When your basic attack damages an enemy, your basic ability, your next basic attack will hit for 50% extra damage. The general form is 25. She also has the Rewind and Sprint basic abilities. We're gonna go with Lingering Essence, why not?
Choose a talent.
At level 16, Overdrive. A general ability increases your ability power by 25% and mana costs by 40% for 5 seconds. I've yet to go over that one, I'm pretty sure, so we'll see. Blood for Blood is a general talent I have gone over. If you want to read it, you can, as well as Executioner. At level 16, she has Blade Torrent. Impelling Blades radius is increased by 30%, and Aggressive Defense. Assimilated shields earned from basic attacks increase to 100. So you gain your full basic attack as shielding.
Choose a talent.
Not a bad ability. In fact, the first time through, you take Fury of the Storm to even increase your basic attack more. You're talking some nice shielding. But we're going with Omega Storm. Maelstrom's size is increased by 25%. The amount of assimilation shield generated by Maelstrom is increased by 100%. So, yeah. It's a bigger storm, and it generates 20% damage of shield. Okay, let's go ahead and demonstrate a fight now with all our new and sexy abilities, which most of them are passive. So, jump in, kind of start showing how we can actually start picking up shielding. And do remember to keep punching even when you're storming. And as you can see, keeping up your shield. Have a maximum health of 500 or 5,180, and I'm currently sitting at 6,800. We're doing pretty good, in my opinion. Do be careful when you're primal grasping and impelling blades that you don't pull them out of your own blade. As you've seen, I've done that like 4 times. Anyway, let's go ahead and reset, and we'll try some new. one thing I do have to say is Kerrigan's extremely fun to play compared to some of the other melees. Most melee assassins, not all, but most, have a very, well, let's just use the two biggest examples. Tassadar and Zeratul are very, I'm going to sneak up behind you and stab you in the butt. Rogues do it from behind style. I'm going to stab you in the back of the ribs, make sure you can't scream. I'm going to slit your throat as you run out of air and suffocate on your own blood. That's how they feel. You should be secretive. Whereas Kerrigan feels like, I'm going to walk in, put my fist in your face, open your mouth up, and rip your tongue out, and then start bitch slapping you with it. Anyway, we're going to increase sweeping grasp. Do remember, seasoned marksmen can be a very strong talent if you're in a laning phase. Especially on the underground golem, the bone golem level. If you can get your chance to go down there, there's what, like 30 to 40 skeletons down there. If there, 30 of them, that's 5 points of seasoned marksman right there. But anyway, we're gonna go with sweeping grasp,
Choose a talent.
psionic pulse. We're gonna go with we'll try that again later. Summon Ultralisk. Summon an Ultralisk to deal 280 damage. Attacks flash to nearby enemies for 140 damage, and it lasts for 20 seconds. To demonstrate this, let's just grab a couple of things. So first we're going to demonstrate you have to target, but you can target buildings. So as you can see, 280 damage, area of effect for 140, so half. Level 30, he walks through buildings. It's not even an issue. At level 20, or the level 20 version, Torasku, who if you ever played StarCraft 1 or Brood War, was the hero version, or the hero strand, I should say, of the Ultralisk. Its duration and health are increased by 100%, so up from 20 to 40 seconds. Let's refresh the fort and stick it on another fort. As you can see, much bigger. Does the exact same damage, but has so much more health. And if you can say get an Abathur, just, if you have an Abathur on your team, just look how sexy that can be. How pretty those little babies are together. Anyway, one bad thing is they don't die. Luckily enough, the reset, they do have bot. They basically become bot lane or lane minions. So we can turn them off here. But anyway, let's go ahead and toggle minions and try this out in a fight. So we have the blade turret is huge, and we have the psionic sweeping, and it's much larger. So we'll pull and deal damage. We'll drop down a blade. We'll jump on him. And let's just stick a giant Ultralisk on him. So, as you can see, rather devastating in combat. In both forms. While this form has a little bit less survivability without the heal, do remember, you're gaining shields based on what your pet is doing in damage. So, yeah. Go ahead and refresh those forts and clear cooldowns real quick. Do look closely at the primal grass. You have that area of effect around you, which I believe is the psionic pulsations. I think. I mean, that's what I'd assume, but it's a little hard to tell because it doesn't actually say it in the buff. Now, we're going to try that one thing real quick.
Boldly.
So, we're going to take 5% healing. Double up a few times. And, let's see. Doesn't matter what we take here.
Choose a talent.
And let's take jumping on allies.
This world is mine.
We'll stand under a tower for a couple of seconds, take a lot of damage. Okay. So now we're going to jump to an ally. And it seems like it heals. No, it does not seem to heal.
We are without limit.
Yeah, it does not heal you for jumping to allies, so. Anyway. This was my Sarah Kerrigan Storm Talk. I hope it was enjoyable, and I hope it was informative. Let's take a moment to look at her nice little wings, and let's say, have a good day.